I'm pretty damn excited what they're going to do at the running back position, because I feel like any running back that's available, the Eagles are going to have a lot of interest.
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
The Eagles are kind of feeling out their options right now for the running back spot. You saw Jason Huntley get released, so not cutting out for the fourth running back spot. Who is going to be in this spot? Okay, plenty of running backs out there, with Kenyon Drake now being a free agent, and there has been news going into that for the Philadelphia Eagles. Said the Eagles, Bills, Patriots are among teams initially showing interest in former Raiders running back Kenyon Drake. Okay, so this doesn't surprise me at all. You have a lot of running backs available right now. Okay, with Kenyon Drake, you're getting a natural catcher out of the backfield, just a natural catcher in general. Kind of what I wanted Miles Sanders to be, and I think he still has it, but I don't think Nick Sirianni really uses Miles Sanders to his full ability the way Doug did when he was drafted. You know what I mean? So I want him more as a dual threat running back, where he can play as a wide receiver and get those mismatches on linebackers or something like that. It would be fantastic. Because you always, if you throw to him in the flat, he's always going to make a play if it's a good pass. And I really missed that old Miles Sanders when he was drafted. And now, between dealing with the hamstring injury and not knowing what his future is going to be, I think the Eagles have been, I think what started all this is really not only not being able to find your number 4 running back, but I think the Eagles not trusting Miles Sanders to stay healthy is definitely in the cards right now, because I'm kind of worried about Miles Sanders. I think Miles Sanders is gone after this year, after the 2022 season, regardless. Okay, if he plays well, I think he's gone. Because they're not going to pay him. I just don't see them. With the offensive line you have right now for years to come, there is no way you're going to pay a mid-tier to a high contract for a running back. I don't believe in it. I really don't. You can draft a running back from rounds 3 to 6 and still get production, depending on the player and what type of skill set this player has. Okay, I'm just done with that, and I don't want to put money into that position. Yeah, you could put money into it, but just don't make him one of the highest paid running backs in the league. That's all I'm really asking. Between a low to a mid-tier contract, right in the middle there, or almost to it, I think is a fair thing to say. But the Eagles have shown plenty of interest, okay? And I think the Kareem Hunt trade is definitely a possibility. I think you have the Alexander Mattison trade. That could happen with the Vikings. I would take a real serious look at that. But Kenyon Drake's a free agent. They don't have to give up any draft capital because he is available. Depending if he wants, it's really up to him at the end of the day where he wants to go. But Kenyon Drake only played 12 games last year, broke his ankle, natural catcher out of the backfield, great vision, and could push bodies around, which I really do like. But can he stay healthy this year? That's going to be the next question coming off of that broken ankle. And I'd rather sign him coming off a broken ankle than coming off of an Achilles or an ACL or something like that. If he came off an Achilles or an ACL, I would probably say stay away from him. It's just my opinion on that. I don't want to pick up a running back that, you're already a running back in general where you're going to get hit every single play. And God knows you fall down, your leg gets twisted, your knee gets hit. Depending on what happens, you always want to be careful. So Latavius Murray's available, Jordan Howard's available. So they're Sony Michel got released. So there's a lot of running backs available. The Eagles are filling out, their options right now. And I don't know who to really pick right now, because I kind of want to make a trade for one, but at the same time, I don't want to give up too much draft capital because we really need picks for next year. So if Drake does sign with the Eagles, it's going to be a 1-year deal. It's not going to be expensive, you know what I mean? But you already have one running back in Miles Sanders that's, I wish he was the old Miles Sanders. I wish he was more of a, how Doug used him his rookie year. I want him to be more of a dual threat back, but they don't use him that way. I don't think the Eagles have really used, since Nick has been here, they've really used Miles to his full potential, because I think he could do so much more. But being hurt twice last year, getting all the snaps in that wild card game against the Bucs, and off almost being out 3 weeks and they give him all the snaps made no sense to me. So that's just another thing to talk about. But I don't think the Eagles trust Miles Sanders staying healthy. And I think that's just the way it goes. I don't think they trust him staying healthy. I don't trust him staying healthy. He is still out. He didn't even practice yesterday with his hamstring. He's still out with a hamstring injury. So no practice. We have no preseason games anymore. Everything's over with. Training camp. We're just down to normal practices now. Still not back yet, and it kind of worries me a little bit. So I want to know from you guys, what running back are the Eagles going to sign? There are plenty of them out there as of right now. The second news I want to go over really fast, which a lot of people are probably going to be like, oh, who cares? But I do, because it comes to the punter position, which is probably one of our weakest positions on the team. It looks like Sam Martin, the punter from Denver, the Denver Broncos have tried to, work with him for a pay cut. He doesn't want to, take a pay cut. So he is going to be released by Denver. He was a top 5 punter last year. Okay, so Aaron Sipos, goodbye. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to sign a top 5 punter. I don't see why not. So Aaron Sipos, I was very unhappy with last year. I thought beginning of the season he was kicking in between the 20, inside the 20-yard line, which was fantastic. And then he just fell off. He couldn't even kick like 30, punt like 30 yards. It was kind of, his punts were really killing us on some drives where they were way too short. So it's unfortunate, but this is just another option for the Eagles at punter if they want to. I don't know why they never gave Aaron Sipos any type of, some type of competition with somebody else. I don't know why they never just brought somebody in from another practice squad. I mean, look what happened. You take a kicker from the Bengals practice squad, which is Jake Elliott, and he turns out to be pretty damn good. 2020 was really his only bad year, I would have to say, since really being here. So there's always more out there. I know this is a position where, okay, it's a punter. Who cares? But it does make a difference, guys, because you kick the ball and it's only a 30-yard punt. You give the other team, their offense is in a good position to win a football game just from one stupid kick, one stupid punt that could happen. So, let's see what happens with this. I'm not going to put too much into it, but he's available. That's all I'm going to say about it. But other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. So what running back are the Eagles going to sign? Do the Eagles go out and get this punter, top 5 punter from last year, and take on the contract? I don't know how much the contract is, so I'm not really sure. They could probably afford it. I don't think it's that much money. Probably a lot of money for a punter, but you never know. But other than that, I will see you guys on the next one. Chicks, what up, fall slide? Peace out, guys. Peace.